My cassavas are coming up, y'all. My cassavas are coming up. What's that? Cassava. Yeah, cassava coming up, cassava coming up. That's cassava as well. All right. My cassavas are coming up. Hello again, world, and welcome right back into my garden. This is Anne from Yard Studying in Jamaica. Listen up. So I've had a couple of casualties in the garden. Major casualties. When I say major, I mean major. First one being, I came home yesterday and I do not know what happened. I left this tomato plant looking chirpy, but here I am, and it came up this morning and the thing look half dead. I'm not even going to investigate it. I'm going to leave it as is. Yeah, so that's casualty number one. Let me show you casualty number two. Casualty number two, my transplants. So, I swore that I had a good thing going on when I covered them over. I saw that they were getting a bit wilty on day one. So I covered the thing over with some shade cloth and thought I had it all made. Alas, when I came home, the shade cloth was all the way in another place and the sun decimated my transplants. Oh my word. So I'm going to have to start all over again right here. So, well, I have to show you the good and the bad. I have to show you the good as well as the bad. So this one now that I'm about to show you, this one was my doing. But I never even realized that. So I was tilling up the bed that has the volunteer melon. And alas, it would appear that in the tilling process, I might have chopped the root of one of the melon vine. And guess the root is connected to the two melon that was on there. So that is one, and the other one over there. So alas, I say, alas. Nevertheless, when you hear my son chirpy, don't it? Life goes on. Yeah, life goes on. Life goes on. Cucumber seedling coming up. Cucumber seedling coming up. Or should I say cucumber coming up? It's not a seedling, that is a cucumber. Cucumber. Some things are going. Pepper's plumping up. This pepper fared better than the cayenne that I took out of this bed. That keep wilting down during the day. And then in the night time it come back up. I don't like that for it. Honestly, I don't like that for it. The onion them no look bad, them I go on with them something. I just got on me all and I'm just running through this garden because that's what I tend to do when I get home. Come to look to see what is happening or what has happened in my absence. Yep. I have tomatoes again that I can harvest. Look, you all, look. Ox hearts ripening up on the vine. More ox heart ripening on the vine. Look. Yay. Blushing right over here. Yes, man. Tis the season to reap. If you don't sow, you can't reap. Some of the stuff I've dealt beautifully with the transplant. This zinnia never even buck shuffle. It just do well. The cayenne, the Scotch bonnet peppers I've done beautifully with the transplant. The only thing that has given me a little issue with the transplant is the cayenne pepper, or the Scotch bonnet peppers rather. I've dealt beautifully with the transplanting. All of them, every single one, still alive. This one still look pure, poorly. It has always been this wimpish, but it's still alive, and that is a plus. Yes. So this morning I saw some orange looking ant thing in my garden. It's the first I see ant of that color. I think I still see one. I'm going to show you all the animal because I have never seen this insect before. Hey, see ya? Who don't know them something there? What them name? Them want to look like ants, but I have never seen these before in my garden. And they fly, y'all. They fly. They fly. Anybody know what them name can tell me, please? Are they dangerous? I don't know. Everything looking good. Everything looking good except the casualties. So, so I am hoping that I have time because I saw the ants marching out of here the other day. Right where I saw the time, I saw the ants marching from. A whole lot of ants marching right on out of there. I saw some purple cabbage. I think I glimpsed that looked like one of them coming up right there. So I am hoping that that is it. I don't see any of the sweet pepper them yet. But I'm hoping. I don't see any of the kale either. I have not seen any of those. But so far, one, two, three, four, five. Five of the eight butternut squash seeds that I've sown have germinated, and one of the four zucchini that was sown has germinated. Not bad at all. I don't see any of the corn come up yet. I might be pushing my luck and expecting too much too quickly. But no can don't germinate it. And that don't funny. Mm? Not a single can germinate all no. No can. No can. But I'm not giving up yet. Me never plant you. Me know you no can. Go on. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm telling you. So today I definitely have no option but to take some of these out. If I don't take them out, everybody going to start not up on them one another and go have to break them up. So I'm going to take out and transplant. I'll show you what I've done at the end of the process. Okay, so I've transplanted out. I transplanted 5 of my plummy tomatoes. This is 3 over here. I use the same lean metal to plant these. So the root for that one is about here. This root is there. This root come here. Yep. So, and I planted out 5 cucumbers. So I want to use what I call my garden tonic to water in all of these. But the water is a little too cold. So you best believe me's warming up some water to make the tonic for the garden. All right. So let me share that recipe with you now while we are here. Okay, so let's start garden tonic, eh? So the garden tonic is a combination of 2 or 3 or 4, depending on what you have available at the time. Different component that you'd actually utilize in a garden. So, all right, I do use the yeast um, ferment in my garden from time to time. So the base for this in this instance is the yeast ferment. So to make up the yeast ferment, I will put the recipe in the video. The yeast ferment call for a tablespoon of yeast, 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. Well, look here, if you don't have granulated sugar, use the regular sugar because I don't think the yeast is so concerned about the color of the sugar. It only needs food to eat so that it can do what it have to do, and lukewarm water. No, whether we like it or not, the temperature of the water does make a difference. Um, the yeast needs a bit of heat as well to be activated. So lukewarm water, not hot water, not cold water, lukewarm water. Then after you have made that ferment, you can let it sit for 2 hours minimum, or you can just do it and leave it overnight. And then come the next day, is a liter of warm water that you'd need, right? Lukewarm water rather. To dilute said yeast ferment, you need now 5 gallons of room temperature water. No, that is where my thing got wrong because the waters have been outside from last night and them cold. So now I have to be warming water to add to the water that was outside to bring it to what is constituted as room temperature. All right. What kind of kick this right across the ballpark now is what you can add into it. So you can add wood ash. It has to be dry. Epsom salt. You can add either powdered eggshell or the calcium acetate in there. All right. So the yeast ferment boosts plant growth and help with root development. So it's like how I just transplant those now. Proper time for putting there. The wood ash should be adding potassium. The Epsom salt is the magnesium, and we all know either the calcium acetate or the grounded eggshell added in there. If you're going to use the eggshell, it's 2 tablespoons. If you're going to use the liquid format, it would be a tablespoon per gallon. So for my 5 gallon bucket, I would need to add 5 tablespoons. However, because you're adding so many other things into it, you can actually cut back on and add less in this instant. So for my 5 gallon, I don't have any. Me was supposed to be making the calcium acetate. The eggshell don't grind it here. That is why it don't make. So I don't have any grounded eggshell. I have the eggshell, but I'm not grounded because they were not baked. Them in the fridge all now don't bake. So hence I don't have any grounded eggshells. And that is why I don't have any calcium acetate. No, the wood ash got wet, and if it is wet, it is of no use to me. So for me, today, all I'm going to be adding in mine is some Epsom salt, and I'm going to kick mine across the board. I'm going to add some fish emulsion in there. Not for all the plants, pray tell. It is just for the portion that I'm going to be separating is for the new transplants that I'm going to be adding some fish emulsion in it because the others don't need any fish emulsion right now. All right, how we use this product. So once the tonic has been made up, you're going to get a cup measurement. So you might not have to go and take a literal cup out of your kitchen, but you see one of those plastic cup that you, yes, one of those plastic cup, the small one of the small plastic cup is put at the root of each of the plant. 1 cup to the root of each plant every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks. One time every 2 weeks. So that is how you use this particular solution. All right. Um, Without the add-ins, you can actually use the yeast solution as a foliar spray, and you will do that once every 2 weeks as well. So that's kind of what I'm going to do to the garden right now. My transplants need a boost, and I'm going to be adding it to the rest of the garden as well. My cabbages, everything that is growing around there, go and get a dose. Yeah. Right, so half of the garden has been completed, and unfortunately, I've got to run because I got me a meeting that I have to attend. So I'll complete the rest on tomorrow. Good thing the thing can stay for 24 hours. So I'll do that first thing in the morning because you can apply anything you apply into your plant early morning or in the evening. If you're going to spray your leaves though, it is best if you put any foliar spray on either in the evening, run about this time, or very early in the morning. So by the time the sun comes up, the leaves would have already been dried or almost dry. Yeah, that kind of thing. So until we meet up again, right here in the garden, this is Anne saying, thank you for making it yard studying in Jamaica. Thank you for your subscription for those who have subscribed. Old and new, thank you, thank you, thank you so, so much. Continue to like the videos, to share the videos, to leave your comment, and to press the post notification bell so that you can be made aware each time a new video is uploaded. Until we meet up again right here in the garden. Have a blessed evening, Jah guide.